Oh, you guys. So, where do I start? So, I want to give an review and an update about how the women's retreat turned out. So, in one of these videos, I talked about how my friend had suggested that I go to this retreat home that her stepsister does and stuff like that. And she was like, I think you need it. You just need a moment to get away. Just go ahead and relax and calm down, renew your mind, body, and soul. Like, it'll be really good for you. And so, me, I'm like, but in the midst of me hearing that, I'm also venting. So I'm like, girl, I'm not talking about a retreat. I'm talking about my feelings. Like, I don't like, I end up getting a free giveaway for a spot at the retreat. So free, which was a blessing. And I was like, oh, so all expenses is paid. I'm good. So I'm like, okay, let me get dressed. Let me get ready. Let me do all of that. So when I got there, first we had brunch. And as soon as I walked in, I was met with love and open arms and transparency. Nobody was putting up a front. Nobody was being fake or weird or anything that I probably was expecting from entering into a space with a bunch of different women that I do not know from a can of paint. The founder, her name is Amani, and her mom assisted with cooking the food, and her mom's friend assisted with like speaking over us and praying and giving us words of life. She had us mix and mingle. If you came with somebody, you was gonna leave knowing more than just that one person you came in with. We ate, of course, we worshiped, we prayed, and we vibed and had a good time. Like, it was so good. So after that, we end up changing our clothes, and it was now time for us to go on our, what would you call it, on our nature walk. So we get to the place that we are going to do the nature walk, and we meet the founder of another company, and it's called Sister Speaks. So it's about black women getting to know each other, and it's beautiful, right? And she was another young woman in her 20s. So I was just a little shocked at how many young women it was there, because everybody was in their 20s or early 30s. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking I was going to be the odd one out. I was going to be, like, I felt so seen, related to, understood, and accepted. First girl who spoke while we were at the brunch about things that she's went through and things that she's overcome. And she even talked about how she feels like the devil attacked her so that she wouldn't be able to come to the brunch. And after that, it was like she hit so much on topics that she touched so many topics just by telling her story of things that I related to, things that I went through, and things that I understand. And I was like, wow. And I ended up going next. Usually I'm the type of person, I let everybody go and then it gets to me and I'm like, I don't know. And I felt completely free to speak. I was really real. I was really transparent. It took a lot, but it was like the Holy Spirit was there. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, that was spirit led. The experience was spirit led. Everybody at that table at the brunch, we all were dealing with warfare. So we all had something trying to stop us from coming to the retreat. And we still got there, which was so beautiful. But back to the nature walk. So we meet the founder of Sister Speaks, and we go on a nature walk. She's like, I need you off your phones. I need you in the present. I need you to just be in the moment. Take a deep breath, live in the moment, slow down, look at the beauty that is around you. She asked us a few questions, which were really deep, and it had us like, piggybacking off of each other and, asking more questions and understanding each other a little bit more. She asked what season we feel that God is placing us in. She also asked, like, what do you think that God is trying to grow in you through obedience, and she was just like, pick an object or whatever and tell us the meaning of the object that you pick. What calls you? So my first object was a branch. And I immediately thought of the verse of he is the vine and we are the branches and we need to abide in him. And that's the same scripture that the founder of She Speaks Abundance. Yeah. Like, that's the same verse that the founder of She Speaks Abundance came up with her item, which was a branch as well. And then we were walking past like the bridge, and as we're walking across the bridge, like, I just stumbled across a turtle. Like, I seen a turtle in the water, and I was just like, huh. So we had two items that we had to speak about, and the founder of Sister Social, she was just like, okay, so what does this item mean to you? And I'll tell you what I see from that item, what I get from that item. And it was so deep and so spiritual. We sat in the grass. We just was in tune. Like, it was so beautiful. Everybody was so kind, so nice. Everybody related to one another. And even those who didn't necessarily relate, it was like, I've been there. Like, nobody felt like an outcast. Everybody had someone who has either went through what they were going through or has overcome it, or they understood why they would feel that way. So everybody, I feel like, left out of that retreat feeling seen, heard, and understood in a way that they didn't feel necessarily beforehand. But after we did all of that, we ended up going our separate ways. And so we had to go back to the retreat home. And once we got to the retreat home, we all chose our beds and, found out where we were going to stay at. You pick the place where you stay. It was some rooms that had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beds in one room, and some rooms that had 3 beds in one room. Some rooms had 2 beds, and 2 rooms had 1 bed. But everybody felt comfortable enough to have their own space and mix and mingle and have fun. Like, it was so free. It was so nice. Everybody was respectful of each other. The space was beautiful. Everybody cleaned up after themselves and everybody respected each other's boundaries. It was just beautiful. Like, I didn't know what I was going into, and I feel so blessed leaving. So, once we actually arrived at the retreat home, we met the founders of Fit and Fearless. And a lot of these businesses and these founders are Chicago based, and I live in Indiana. So just to let you know. But basically, the founders of Fit and Fitness were there, and they trained us. They had us do squats, planks, lounges. Like, we were moving our bodies, and they played music. They told their testimony. They were very transparent as well, very kind, very sweet. They followed us. We followed them back. Like, it was very beautiful. And they spoke about God and everything that they went through to get them to that point. Being fit and taking care of your body, your physical body, and it's because it's a temple of God. And all the while of them talking, it was just beautiful for me to see how, like, the founder of each business collaborated to be a part, to be seen, and to network, to create something beautiful for themselves. Like, they traveled so that they could help Amani accomplished this thing. The mom, she took time out of her day to make sure that we ate and we liked the food. She even accommodated the vegetarian, the vegan. She's not a vegetarian. She even accommodated the vegan with vegan options. She gave her vegan chocolate. She gave her vegan meat, vegan cheese, like all of that, so that the vegan could still eat and be comfortable and not feel left out or like, oh, nobody thought about me. Like, they took their time and they were thoughtful and intentional with every piece and part of this process. And then as far as the Fit and Fearless girls, like, it was beautiful that they had, came out to support someone they knew, and they talked to us. They spoke life into us. They told us their age. So it gave us like a boost of confidence because we're young and they are in their 20s as well. And it's like, wow, like, you've done so much for yourself. You working towards your goals, like, and then after we were done, we rolled up our yoga mats. We got in the shower because we was all up in the grass. We was all up on the mat sweating. Like, we was, ooh. So we all got in the shower. Afterwards, we put on our clothes or whatever. And we put on our robes as well. And we ate. We ate tacos. And we sat down, we mixed and mingled, we talked some more. We were just talking, like, talking art, like, we were just talking. It was such a free and open space, bro. Like, and it was crazy because I'm not that social, but I felt safe. So it was beautiful. We started a bonfire, and we made s'mores. And we started asking questions and answering questions. And a lot of the questions that we talked about were really like date and love related, and like, futuristic type of things that could possibly happen, things we want, our expectations, what do we want in a husband, how long do we think, and a lot of this stuff was centered around God as well. Like, it wasn't just worldly or overly like out there. Like, these were women of God of different ages, but mostly in their 20s, trying to see, understand, and find God. We bonded over past experiences, current experiences. Like, it was so beautiful. After we was done with the s'mores, that was the point where we were supposed to be relaxing and going to sleep. We were still up till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, still talking, like, still talking. Like, ain't that much talking in the world, but we was talking, like, we was real life, like, sister, like, and we related so much to each other. We was like, yeah, piggybacking off of each other. Like, it was just beautiful. And I did not feel judged. I did not feel excluded. I did not feel, like, it was just a bunch of women being transparent about their struggles and their path and the things that they're going through and the things that they're working on. And it was just beautiful. It was beautiful. I even left with goodie bags too, let me tell you. So the sponsor that they had for the actual event, which was She Speaks Abundance. Houston Methodist Sugarland Hospital. They gave us a shirt. Oh, I'm sorry, didn't get that, but gave us a mask, a face mask. I took everything out, but they also gave us little notebooks and stuff so that we could take notes as well. We used this while she was talking at the brunch, and yeah. So this is one of the bags that I left with. And then Fit and Fearless had basically gave us bags as well, and it says Cleganic. I don't know what that is, but it says unearth your potential. So and oh, some of this stuff is from the Airbnb that we were at. So they gave us a clean sheet, a micellar cleansing wipe for face and eyes, so we could wipe and wash our face with. They gave us, I don't know what exactly this is. It says, is it Rise? But it's a protein shake, I think. But it got Kool-Aid on. I don't know. But it's a healthy alternative for like juice. So I'm gonna check this out. But it's protein in it. It's a protein pack. They gave us a coupon for Rise Up Nutrition. It's healthy food. It says healthy smoothies, good vibes, energy teas and coffees, vegan options, gluten-free options, pre/post-workout nutrition, 20% total order valid on your first visit. And this is in Chicago. And it's called Rise Up Nutrition. Okay, it's and this is a sticker, and it says, let all that you do be done in love. And that's 1 Corinthians 16:14. That's beautiful. I have 4 patches, and it is a kind patch. I'm scared of patches. I don't know. But kind patch is for energy and focus. So it's 4 patches, and it's a lock in stack, it says. Designed for focus-led daily routine. So I might use this. I definitely need to use this. In this bag, we also have Create Sour Peach. It's creatine gummies. It says it builds lean muscle, improves recovery, increases energy, boosts cognition, and it's 3 gummies in this pack. So I'm using that as well. They also gave us Bloom energy sticks. So I don't know what exactly Bloom is, but I guess Bloom is supposed to like make you energized. Like, is it like a Red Bull? I don't know exactly. Retreat Home gave me, I guess this is a lint roller. They gave me a beauty cream, a Dove beauty cream. I got peppermints in the package, but those peppermints are gone. A pack of cookies, but those pack of cookies are gone. I have 2 mini books, and it says, I have what it takes to be successful in all that I do. And oh, and the pen say stuff too. Okay, and it says, I refuse to settle for less than I deserve. The pen says, I refuse to settle for less than I deserve. I didn't even see this at first. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Like, I literally feel so freaking happy. And then the other one that I got was, I free myself from fears and limited beliefs that keep me from accomplishing my goals. And the pen has something, and it says, I may make mistakes, but I don't quit. Bro, oh my goodness. Oh, I never told you what this one says. This book, this mini book I got from She Speaks Abundance, but it says, encourage one another and build each other up. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. And the pen that I have says, blessed, not stressed. So it was so beautiful through and through. The attention to details, the open transparency, the realness of it all, like being filled with laughter and joy and memories that I will cherish forever. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I just want to give a shout out to the founders. I want to share their Instagram pages so that you guys can follow them. You can set up a one-on-one, counseling session. You can go to the retreat yourself. You can go to Fit and Fearless. You can become a member of Social Sisters. And you can try the She Speaks Abundance retreat. But all in all, I enjoyed myself so much, and I feel like when you're blessed, you're not supposed to keep that blessing for yourself. So I decided that I was going to sow into her ministry and try to help her out in the little small way that I can. Not that I have much to help her with, but I feel like when you're blessed, you should bless others. So I just wanted to give her something so that she can understand how much that experience meant to me and how beautiful that experience was to me. So I thank you, Amani. I thank you, Trinity and Yadi. I believe that's their name. I forgot the girl from Sister Social, but I thank you too. You were so sweet and kind, and you made this whole entire thing worth it. I thank you guys for being so intentional. I thank you guys for being so respectful, understanding, being so real, speaking on your struggles. And most of all, I thank you guys for being a vessel and being someone who God can trust to be used by him. So please continue to do what you're doing. I will definitely be doing this again. Oh yeah, so before I end this video, I also want to add a few clips of my experience, my personal experience, the beautiful moments. I still feel like the videos and the pictures that I have don't fully capture everything that I experienced while being around these beautiful women, but I can show you guys a glimpse. And that's all I have for you, so please enjoy.
I used to think the glow was makeup, something I had to earn, but it's water in the morning and letting my body learn. This clean skin, soft light, this rest that shows in my eyes. This is how I hold my shoulders when I stop living rushed. I don't chase it, I make space for it. I come back to myself. That's a woman's glow, not loud, but you can feel it. That's a woman's glow when I'm